Hello, this is Mug Moments. Today's Mug Moment is taken from Matthew chapter 1, the second part of verse 6 and verse 7. Let's read. David was the father of Solomon, whose mother had been Uriah's wife. Solomon the father of Rehoboam, and Rehoboam the father of Abijah, and Abijah the father of Asa. It is very interesting how Matthew records the birth of Solomon. Solomon was very important to the messianic line of Jesus. Actually, all are important. But here Matthew is pointing out that even though David was a man very much like God, he was not perfect. Matthew knows that God calls people that to some might not qualify for the job much in the same way as Matthew didn't. Even David's dad, Jesse, did not think his youngest son would be the one God would choose to be the next king when Samuel came calling. Yet here he was, God's chosen one. David, who had slain a bear, slain a lion, slew Goliath the giant, inspired thousands to be mighty, valiant warriors, led highly successful military conquests, loved God desperately, yet let his guard down for just a moment and fell into a deep sin. He ended up having a lustful affair and had her husband killed. How could something like that happen to a person like David? That was not like David at all. David suffered greatly for this sin, but he found forgiveness and was restored by God to greatness. Solomon ended up building the great temple of God, perhaps the most famous building of all times, even though it was destroyed over 2,500 years ago. Perhaps you've had a great failure in your life and are wondering if God could ever use you again. Yes, God forgives and restores us to greatness. If we come humbly before our God and confess our sin, He is willing and faithful to forgive us. If you've sinned, come before the Lord today and find the grace you need to find forgiveness and healing. Amen.